back live, gang. Alright, let me make sure everything's working. Let's check Twitch. Yo, I haven't been live on Twitch in so long. Let's see. Bro, I literally told myself I was gonna say that. And now I see. Oh my god, it's working. Bro, I literally told myself I was gonna say that. Huh. Wait, no, it's black. Why are you black? Why is the latency so bad? Okay, let me check YouTube. Okay, on YouTube. Okay, on YouTube. It looks like. Okay, on YouTube. Oh, me. But on Twitch. Why am I black on Twitch? Okay, I'm back. Why am I black on Twitch? Oh, okay, alright, yo, alright. Alright, I think I'm good now. Alright. Anywho, what's good with y'all, man? I'm here just yapping for real, reacting for real. I'm here to just get 2 segments and I'm done. I'm just gonna record these YouTube videos as I live stream and get my clips, and I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. I'm not even gonna look at the numbers. I'm not gonna look at who's watching, because I'm gonna keep it a buck, gang. I don't care, because I'm already knowing I ain't gonna get nobody to watch, and that's fine, bro. I'm not mad. I'm not saying nothing. I haven't streamed since the beginning of the year. I'm not expecting this stream to all of a sudden have like 10 people in it. It's 10 a.m. by the way on a Friday. Like, who's gonna really be watching for real? You know what I'm saying? The first stream Lucky makes in 2026. Actually, I look back at how many streams I made in the last year in 2026. I have one stream from January. I don't even remember what I did in that stream. That's no here nor there though. Today, we are reacting to this video right here. We're reacting, hold on, to this guy. His name is Jet Franzen. He's a white guy I've seen on Instagram for a long time. I've been following him, just watching him. He's like a philosophical dude. He yaps a lot, and for some reason it works very much. Even on YouTube, the guy got 268,000 subscribers on YouTube. Anywho, today he's talking about how streamer content is genuinely dangerous.
The most popular content creators for young men and boys, hands down, has to be streamers. And the most popular content creators for young men and boys, hands down, has to be streamers. And there's a very specific type of content within streaming that is currently getting all the views and seems to be gaining all the traction. And so naturally, all these streamers start to lean into that. And you see it so clearly in all these clips from Streamer University, which was...
Bro, he ain't lying, gang. He is not lying, bro. Like, I don't know how. Wait, Streamer University was like what, a week or 2 ago, bro? Gang. All the clips I seen was low key straight brain rot. Alright, and I'm not even trying to be a hater, because I myself applied to be in Streamer University, right? But if you know anything about Lucky, I'm not a brain rot type of guy. Even though I feel like my content can lead towards that, especially when I react to brain rot content on the internet, because that's what I do in like short form. I'm trying to stray away from it, because I'm realizing with content, you gotta be yourself, and you gotta have a bigger purpose than just trying to hit crazy numbers, right? So really, I'm just trying to live life and explain my experience of life, if that even makes sense. I'm just chatting. But nah, bro, I get what he's saying, bro. You could go on TikTok, see all the clips from these small streamers that are just trying to clip from off of the big streamers, and the big streamers clipping off of each other, and this is like, gang, this is the content? Are we serious? Are we serious, fam? But I ain't gonna hate. I'm just saying that's what I took away from it. What about actually making like cool content? You know what I'm saying? Like, What happened to OG desktop streams? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I like this, yo. I like this, and it only gets better as you have an actual chat to chat with, to yap with, to react with. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the OG desktop streams, bro? Nowadays, everybody wants to do IRL. Everybody wants to clip farm random strangers, bro. It's mad. It's mad in the dunya.
Was a couple weeks ago. And that's the sort of obnoxious, acting crazy type of content, right? A lot of these content creators, here's the thing, I actually have a weird insight. I'm not going to say who it is, but I have talked to a streamer. I think he's in the top 10, or maybe he's just outside the top 10 of the biggest streamers on the entire Twitch platform. And for obvious reasons, I'm not going to say who it is, but he was telling me that he really doesn't.
Okay, now we got a deep dive. Who is this top 10 streamer? Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna make an educated guess, right? I'm gonna make an educated guess. Obviously, okay. I'm thinking he said top 10. This is going based off of like subscribers, right? So I'm gonna say top 20 because we don't know what metric he's using to say that this guy's a top 10 streamer. Kai Cenat, I don't think he was talking to Kai. Jinxie, possibly. Ibai, the dude is Spanish. I don't know if he knows Espanol. Definitely don't think he knows that. Queso, that could be a possibility. Hassan, oh, maybe Hassan, low key, cause this guy, he's very philosophical. He's a philosophical guy. Hassanabi, he's not really philosophical. He's more political. But I could see, I could see how they could have a conversation. Oh, I think I know who it is, yo. I think I know who it is. Shout out Joe, yo. I gotta talk about Joe, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh wait, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm low key about to glaze this dude. I'm about to glaze this dude. If there's Eddie Streamer to low key take the script from and really apply what they did to yourself, it's Joe Bart, bro. It's literally him, bro. Like this guy actually makes quality content. Whether it's his reactions segments, whether it's his gaming segments, whether it's just chatting segments, whether it's when he collabs, bro. This dude knows how to make content. He knows how to make content as a streamer, bro. And it's crazy because he started off on TikTok, and I didn't even realize it until later on. This dude has 20 million followers on TikTok, and he has like 5 million subscribers on YouTube. This guy's crazy. Do you understand how, bro? Joe Bart, I ain't gonna lie, I'm glazing like crazy. Joe Bart's him, bro. Shout out to you. Hey, I'ma know. I would get a, you know what I'm saying? I would have talked to, I just would have a coffee chat with him. You know, I had an internship this summer in corporate, so I use the word coffee chat a lot now. Let's have a coffee chat, 15-minute coffee chat, discuss, you know, things that you've done in your career that can help me, and likewise, vice versa, like my thought process as I enter this industry, blah, blah, blah. I would want to do that with Joe Bartolozzi. But yeah, I'm assuming he had a conversation with Joe, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anywho, back to the video. By the way, guys, for anybody that's watching, if you're in the chat, I seen my boy Abu in here. I was in your chat earlier and you ain't respond, bro. You were so focused on that chart. I didn't even get a response to my chat. I was like, damn, bro, nah, I'm gonna just go stream, bro, and just yap to myself. But yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, guys. So if you don't have Twitch, I'm on YouTube. If you don't have YouTube, I'm pretty sure everybody has YouTube. But if you don't and you have Twitch, I'm on Twitch. I'm on both platforms. Yo, I low key jacket. Anyway, back to it.
Like his audience because he just thinks they're, this sounds so bad, but almost psychologically infantile. It's like little kids that really want a guy, like whatever streamer they're watching, to like go up to another person and just like act crazy. And it's like every joke is the same exact joke being made over and over and over again. And this certain
Nah, facts, bro. Bro, so I be always seeing these clips where, oh, like, a dude is gonna be like, man, you get no hoes, gang. Like, oh my god, we trolling you so fat, bro. Blah 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 blah. These are the same jokes I see all the time, gang. And they be recycling these same clips, bro. And it's like, gang, can we make any better jokes? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the word?
streamer is friends with like all of the biggest streamers. And what he was telling me is that pretty much all of them are like really tired and don't like their chats. Like they don't like the actual people that are in their chats. I actually saw a clip of it was FaZe Banks who said that all those the formerly FaZe now core guys, they told him that they like hate their chat and they don't like their audience because they always have to pander to them. And that's the biggest problem with streaming content specifically is you literally see the viewership go from like maybe 10K to 5K if you start playing a video game that they don't like. Or I don't know. It's like you have to just go bigger and bolder than everyone else and just be so obnoxious and
Bro, it's honestly a rat race of retardation, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm sorry, gang. Like, you have to go dumber and dumber and dumber every day to get more and more viewers, or to get your viewers to be like, all right, cool, bet. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep at it. Okay. Because if you don't, then the chat's gonna dip. And here's another thing, right? Bro, the chat is so parasocial, muddy. It's so parasocial, gang. Like, bro, I don't know if y'all seen this a couple days ago. Kai was doing a live stream with Tyler, gang. Bro, and it's the same jokes all over again, gang. Like, the shipping content, bro. Oh, my God. Yo, we have to leave girl content in, like, 2023, bro. That joint is dead, gang. Like, but, like, I don't know what it is with guys, like, in our like fascination and obsession with just, oh, these gal, you know what I'm saying, and having these guys, this type of content where we're shipping these people when, you know, goddamn well they're not doing none of that. Tyler was there to promote her album, gang. Kai was like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it back. Let me redeem myself after the crazy meme. That was a funny one. You just friends. That was a funny one. I won't lie. But like, that's what I'm saying though. He redeeming himself. She's promoting her album. She knows how much motion Kai Cenat has. Bro, let's collab. Boom. But now everybody wants to see them in the photo booth and they take pictures. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, we got what? Kyla. We got Kyla, yo. No. Fries in the bag. Fries in the bag, gang. But yeah, bro, nah, these jokes, man, they're repetitive. And honestly, yeah, streaming is a rat race. I feel like content creation as a whole is a rat race. You know what I'm saying? Let me break it down, right? If you saw all those streaming university lines and all the auditions, like in LA, New York, Atlanta, bro, and it's just like, if you look at it from a third eye view, from like a bird's eye view, and you just see all these humans stacked up next to each other, and it's just like tens of thousands of people, and you know damn well Kai Cenat ain't letting you in that building to audition. You have a better chance of actually streaming, and then recording your application thing and posting it for him to see it, rather than you just going straight to the auditions and you have no motion. You don't know, he doesn't know you, bro. You gotta make, you know what I'm saying, math, make the math work. Also, people are so hyped to go to these Streaming U auditions to apply for the Streaming University class of 2026. Where is this enthusiasm for actual college? I know college isn't fun. Well, actually, it is fun if you do it the right way. But gang, I really feel like the CIA has us in the chokehold, gang. Because everybody wants to stream, everybody wants to make content, and it wasn't like this a couple years ago. I know that. I started making YouTube videos when I was 10, gang. Bro, you used to get clowned on for making videos, bro. The same way we used to get clowned on for watching anime. I realized everything I used to do as a kid, now everybody loves doing. Now, I'm not a hater, but I'm just saying, gang, are you doing it for the right reasons? Because trust and believe, content creation isn't hard. And I'm not saying it's harder than a 9 to 5. Trust me, I've had multiple 9 to 5s in my lifetime, whether it's through food, retail, finally corporate. They all have their own struggle. Social media and content, it has this unique struggle where you are basically running a business that is making no money for years on end, or it can shoot to the moon immediately and you're doing well. 9 times out of 10, I don't think that really happens. I'm just saying my own predicament. Yeah, I've been making videos for a minute now and I have not seen a dime. Whether it's spending money on camera, tripods, mics, content, actual content, you know what I'm saying? I have not made return on investment on videos, but I love making videos so much, and I truly believe this is gonna work out, that I'm like, you know what? Let's keep on going, bro. I don't care, bro. We're gonna go at it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. If you don't have that mindset, you're not gonna succeed when it comes to content. But if you also just want to go and get a handout at the streaming university auditions, well, you're not gonna succeed either because, gang, you have to be entertaining yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be entertaining, gang, and you don't learn that unless you actually do the thing. You know what I'm saying? And you're okay with enjoying the process. You're okay with understanding that right now. Yeah, I got 0 viewers, but if I continue to lock in, continue streaming, continue making videos, clip my videos, get my videos out to as many people as possible on all these different platforms, and I keep doing it on a daily basis, eventually it'll compound, and boom, you make it. Hopefully, you gotta pray, of course. But I digress. I went on a massive tangent here. This is supposed to be a reaction segment. Uh, I'm really doing a lot more yapping than reaction, knowing that I have a yapping segment after this. But nor here nor there, bro.
Just be like so like appeal to like kids. Like it's psychologically infantile. A perfect example of this, and by the way, it's no hate to any streamer at all. And just so you guys have a little bit of a backstory for context here, I wanted to be a streamer when I first started doing content, and I streamed, but I was literally terrible at it. I had nobody in my chat, I had nothing. And actually, I do maybe want to stream in the future. I just don't know what I would stream. I don't know what that would look like, and that's why I haven't done it yet. But it's like part of me, like if I'm being truthful, was definitely jealous of all these people at Streamer University because I would want to be there, right? But then another part of me is not jealous because it just seems like I'll give you an example. If you're familiar with the space, if you're still watching this, you probably have heard of Suburb Baby. By the way, I think that guy's hilarious. I honestly do. I think a lot of his clips are funny. I'm not a hater at all. But his entire brand is sort of built off of him like lashing out at people. It's like somebody does something bad to him, like pours water on him and then he has to retaliate like 10 times bigger. And it's just like if you like listen to the way that he talks, it's very aggressive. It's very like F you, like just kind of get angsty and like going at people. And once again, that guy worked so okay. Summer Baby, I apparently he posted like 3.5 thousand videos in the span of like I don't know what it was, but someone did the math and it was he was posting 17 videos a day. Most of them were skits and they were like legit, like they were like actually good, like thought out content to some extent. It wasn't just like slop, like posting like low quality, like he actually was trying. So all respect to him and I'm happy that he's winning. But bro, just look at all the videos. It's like it's just him going crazy and him being aggressive and it's like all these other like if you look at the core boys, I'm like not super like I'm not insanely tapped into the whole streamer niche, but once again, that's where I started from. That's what I wanted to do. So I'm still like familiar with those guys, and I still think some of them are cool. But it's like, bro, what? Just watch like if you have time for 10 minutes, go and watch a random person stream. Like go watch Lacey stream, and it's like, what is he actually saying? It's not like how he talks. I guarantee you, when the cameras are off he like him and all those other guys they're like talking to each other and they're like bro it's kind of exhausting trying to appeal to like these kids that like that just like when you make gay jokes, right? Like that is a joke. It's like everyone's trying to recreate Aiden Ross and Speed at the same time. Everyone's trying to be as crazy as Speed, but the thing is Speed it's a lot more natural to him and I think it's more of his real character. With these other people it's just like bro what are we doing, you know?
Yeah, bro. I'll be honest, bro. You generally just gotta be yourself, gang, and eventually you're gonna find a way to just be yourself and also be entertaining, and find the right people that mess with you for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody's trying to copy the same script. Like he said, like I Show Speed. I mean, I Show Speed is the biggest streamer in the world, hands down. Not even a debate, right? And they see him always going crazy, always being loud, bro. Gang, that's how he always been. I think that's just his personality, bro. That's just who he is. Even now, as he's calmed down, he doesn't like, nah, bro. Enko, I do not do music. I don't react to music, bro. Unfortunately, what's it called? I don't even listen to music for real, just because of religious reasons, gang. What do you make music or something, bro? I'm curious. But yeah, what's it called, bro? Like that's just who he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? And now as I was saying, like after I ain't gonna lie, we got to talk about Speed's 182 by the way, because his 180 is nutty. Be like, how did bro go from like this dude talking about I ain't even gonna say what he did on stream with that Ash Cash girl and saying, well, if we were the last two people in the world, what's gonna happen? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He went from that, getting banned on Twitch and all that, to now just performing at the World Cup game. He's my age. He's my age, yo. He's my age doing this. And this guy's like complete 180, bro. This guy's way calmer now. But he's still that crazy dude, though, because I think that's just who he is as a person. Yo, Enko, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. I would love to, of course, but how did you find me, though? I'm curious, bro. Have you followed me beforehand, or? Cause I didn't even promote this stream, bro. And I never seen your name in my chat before. But yeah, what's it called? It's just crazy to see his evolution. But yeah, everybody's trying to be him. Searched up reactions. Oh shoot, that's crazy on Twitch too. Oh, that's low key crazy. Hold on. Oh, I don't even have the chat. I don't even have the chat on the screen. Oh, I might have to fix that later. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so rusty. Yo, Enko, I haven't streamed in months because I ain't gonna lie. Twitch, as you may know, Twitch discoverability is trash. So I was like, yo, you know what? Let me upload videos on these other accounts and take a break from streaming. But then I'm like, you know what? But what if I just make YouTube videos through streaming? So yeah, that's why I'm reacting now. I'm gonna make this into a YouTube video. But I appreciate you pulling into the stream, yo. No cap. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody's trying to do the same gimmick of being high, loud, and obnoxious and get the clips, gang. Like, to a certain extent, that's gonna work. But what about your brand, bro? Like, if you're just gonna be what the next person was doing and the next person was doing, you're not doing anything different. Come on, there's got to be a level of originality. Now, of course, everything's been done on the internet. Everything's definitely been done. But like, bro, you can add your own spin to it that tailors to you as a person. That's why people love these streamers because they each have their, well, not all of them, but the biggest ones, they have their own. Castanet is loud and he's pretty loud. Speed is also pretty loud. But Asian 00, he's not loud. He's a cool, chill dude. Educational dude. Ludwig, he ain't loud. Bro, just be yourself, gang. That's really the theme of the story here. You know what I'm saying? No cap.
Like, okay, you take streamer like Queso. And by the way, I think Queso is a great streamer. Like, I don't have any issues. I'm not hating any of the streamers in this video. I think Queso is a great streamer. But look at his chat. It's like they make fat jokes over and over and over and over and over again. And sure, every once in a while it will be a new fat joke, but it's like, dude, it ran its course 3 years ago. It ran its course. You know what I mean? I don't know how long he's been streaming. I don't know if it's been that long, but it's like if I was Queso, I would just kind of feel tired of people saying the same type of thing over and over again. And who likes that stuff? It's like kids, bro. A kid can play with one little toy over and over again and just be like entertained by that. But I don't know. I'm almost convinced that they're view botting too. Because how are 30,000 people watching this one streamer at one time? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And like, am I jealous? Absolutely, bro. I would love to be like a streamer. I would love to just like sit here and like talk to you guys like I do now while I have a chat and make a bunch of money from it. Like, of course I would. That would be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. It's like it's kind of just influencing degeneracy to these young kids that will eventually become high schoolers and eventually become adults in the real world. And it's like the one thing they're consuming is this guy who just acts a fool all the time. And like, okay, now I'm kind of transitioning here, but you'll see how this is sort of the same thing. Have you guys seen these? You've definitely seen the Metaglasses pranksters. Like, they are the worst people in society. Like, I never like to be like criticizing people. I actually know I know a guy personally that grew up one town over from the town that I grew up in. And this guy, I haven't talked to him in a while, but he was a good kid and I knew him. And now he's actually one of the like the most, he has hundreds of thousands of followers. He's one of the biggest content creators in that sort of Metaglasses prankster space. And it's like every time I see one of those videos, it's just why is it always the content is coming at the expense of a random civilian that's in Target? Like, I don't like, you shouldn't like be like, my worst nightmare is genuinely me going to the store just trying to buy some food, and then somebody comes up to me and they show me a clip of like my car getting totaled and it's AI, but I can't tell. And now I run outside and then I'm being laughed at. Like, that's my worst nightmare, you know? And dude, I don't know. It's like it genuinely it just it's kind of telling of where our society's headed. And no, I don't understand. No, okay. The reason I'm making this video is actually because I saw one other content creator talk about it. Um, I forgot what his name was, but it was a great. I think he made a lot of great points in that video. And I was just like, I'm realizing that this is sort of infecting even the short form content space, because obviously clip like streamers, they stream for like hours, but then they have people that clip it and then post that on short form, but ultimately it's a one long stream. But nowadays people are just like, they're engineering, like people call it clip farming, but that's always been there. But now people are doing it where they're not even actually streaming, they're just clip farming regular, like while they're not live. And that's the space that short form content is entering into, where it's like, how can I just one up them and do the most outrageous thing and like make these certain people feel bad, and like what is this, like think about what this subconsciously is reinforcing in a lot of the viewers' heads. It's like, oh, you don't have to respect a random person. You don't owe anybody general human decency, right? Because that's not what's funny. And I don't like, the weird thing about it too is like there are clips that will definitely be funny. Like I said, Summer Baby.
Yo, another thing I realized, and this isn't just in streaming, this is like short form content too. Bro, for some reason, your videos do better off of negativity, bro. Like, if you're making a video negatively, like hating on a person or like trolling people for like some negative parts of like habits they have, whatever, like those videos will always do better than when it's positive game, when it's positivity. Like I used to make self improvement content back in the day, like a couple years ago, and bro, those videos used to do bad, bro. Used to do bad. But then when I started making reaction content specifically to people that were doing the most stupid things on the internet, bro, those videos will always shoot up to the moon, gang, and go viral for whatever reason. And the comments, bro, are just straight just hating on the person. Loki sometimes hating on me. They'll be like, "Oh, video ruined at 11 seconds," because that's when I come in and I start yapping. But that's besides the point. Most of them were actually like, yeah, they would agree with my point, or yeah, they would just be hating directly on the person I'm reacting to. I'm like, damn. Like, what's up with this, yo? Like, this is what gets engagement? Negativity like this, bro? Yo, the human psychology, like, nowadays, I don't know what's going on, man. We're genuinely cooked, man.
A lot of his stuff I actually laugh at. But what I tend to laugh at is when he's the butt of the joke. I almost like, I don't really find it when it's a random person that's the butt of the joke. Like I think Summer Baby does a better job at like he has this one um thing that he's done a lot of iterations of, where he's like the POV, the one friend that will do anything to avoid a fight. And it's like him reenacting like the person that's kind of scared to fight. And then, the joke is not on some random person in society, or like maybe it's his other streamer friend, but it's like I see a lot of these like people that are on the come up, that are basically trying to break into the scene, and in their head the only way that they can get virality is, it's literally at the expense of other people. And so where are we going now as a society to reach that, where most of the most viral content that can be made is, hey, look at this person and look how they look like an idiot, and I'm the one that's manufacturing them looking like an idiot because I used AI, or because I like manipulated them, and they like, I sort of took advantage of the fact that somebody is naturally going to believe a stranger. If a stranger tells them like, yo, somebody hit your car, like why would you think they're lying, you know? And I don't know, like I don't like being a critical person. I actually, that's like my least favorite type of content, is the people that go online and just talk about how critical it is. But this video is more so of me trying to say like, we need to stop reinforcing this as the viewer, and being like, oh yes, that's the type of content that I like, is when a single mother feels somehow threatened by some random guy. Or like, you know what I mean? Like it's just what, I don't know what's going on. But even when it's not something that comes at the expense of other people, it's like, bro, these communities have been making the same jokes for the past 4 or 5 years. Is anyone else tired of it? I don't even watch the streams. I just see clips that come across my phone sometimes on my feed, and it's every time it's the same. It's okay, we get it. Marlon's good looking. Marlon is good looking. Like, we get it. And every once in a while, I think that's fine if you can find a new way of like including that. But it's like, genuinely, what is the IQ of the average viewer of these streamers? Like, I just feel like it goes downhill and downhill. Um, and well, I don't even blame the streamers. Like, I don't blame these streamers at all for sort of leaning into it, because if you're if the way you're making money is based off of that, then it's like you're in a way, your psychological well-being is based off your ability to maintain how much money you're making. Like a lot of people don't understand this, but if somebody makes $100,000 one month and then they make 60,000 the next month, that actually feels bad to them. The rest of us that don't make money like that, it's hard for us to comprehend because we're like, dude, if I made 60K, I'd be super happy.
I feel like the main reason for that is because, well, bro, let me break it down, right? There's two reasons. I feel like it's lifestyle creep and the wow. I feel like it's lifestyle creep and the want to always want more as a human. It's in our nature, right? If I'm making 100K a month, most people tend to end up living up to that 100K a month lifestyle, right? So then the next month when you have 60K, you're not gonna be able to maintain everything that you were doing with that 100K. That's a $40,000 difference. And then, look, right? I'm gonna use myself as an example. Yo, a year ago, I had like 100 followers on Instagram and TikTok and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then a year later, I'm at around 9K on Instagram, 7K on TikTok. Now, in relative, like if we just look at me, that's a lot of growth. Honestly, alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful for this growth. If we just look at myself in a box, but you know what we do? We compare ourselves to other people, and we make that comparison look at our progress look terrible. Because why am I only at 9K when I see people that are at 100K, 200K, 300K, and they were doing it in a less amount of time than me? You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's really that comparison is the thief of joy. That's a true thing. We love to compare ourselves a lot to other people that have better things than us. So then we look at ourselves and we're like, damn, we need to do better. Because then if you're that 100K dude and you got a 60K a month, but then you look at the other dude who's making 300K a month, you're like, damn, how do I get to that point? Always wanted more and more and more. The greed, bro. And that's the problem. It's hard, man. It's hard to suppress that and increase the gratitude. But you got to do that so that you keep yourself sane and you keep yourself going. No cap.
But in like business, if you're not progressing, you're regressing, like you're getting worse. And so in their head, like it gets worse. I have that same guy that I was telling you about at the beginning of the video, he's a big streamer. He had like a month where he made like $400,000. And then he said like the following months it was like slowly getting worse. And he said he was like in one of the worst mental health spaces ever, and he was freaking out, and he was just it was just bad. And I felt bad for the guy, which sounds crazy because it's like, why do you feel bad for the guy that's making 400K? But it's like I sort of understand like their brain is reinforced by a reward system that only rewards them if they pander to their audience. And in a certain extent, I have to do the same thing even with my content, even with my short form content, where it's like if I randomly start, like I really like FC Barcelona. And if I ever make a video, if I ever were to post a random video just talking about FC Barcelona, who in my audience would be like that? For example, it's funny. I made like 2 or 3 posts total about the entire World Cup tournament, and everyone, I got like a mass unfollowing because I was posting about it, and I tried to like turn it into something that was a little bit like, oh, there's what can we learn from this? But people just really did not want me to do that at all, and so it kind of like hurt when I saw, like, I'm not gonna lie, like when I saw people unfollow me, it hurt because I'm like, dang, like I didn't even, I don't know, and then it's like,
I high key agree, bro. That's low key something I'm dealing with right now. You know what? I've been talking about it. Let me show you guys my Instagram, bro. Let me show you what I'm dealing with, gang. And I'm gonna just break it down, right? So this is my Instagram. No luck, just me. All right. 9.6K. We're close to 10K. I'm very grateful. I say I yap about an interesting topic every day. I react to videos all over the place. All over. Whatever I find that's interesting, I'm gonna react to it. You know what I'm saying? Millionaire versus a homeless man. Okay. She washes her pizza before cooking it. Okay. LeBron getting traded. Okay. Day trading gurus need to be stopped. And this one is just me yapping. You know what I'm saying? Also me just yapping. Me yapping again. Oh, I'm doing a reaction to what's it called? Reaction to the World Cup final. Like, gang, I'm actually now I'm looking at it, bro. My content is all over the place. This is a vlog or a food review. It's a food review, bruh. Like, gang, my content's all over the place, and maybe that's why the growth has been good, but it hasn't been OC because I don't have a focus. I don't have a necessary like lane that I fall into. Now I'm curious to see what Jet is talking about in terms of his content.
I think everyone needs to go through in life is working a really shitty job with fun coworkers while you're young. It's not just what it teaches you. Of course, you learn very quickly that you do not want to do this for the. Oh, dude, you're a LARPer. You're a LARP. Yeah, that's actually the whole point. That's the meaning of life. You can't tell me that fall's not the best time of the year, bro. He who spares the wicked harms the good. When you shield those.
She's a peach. Sounds like she wants everything. My kind of girl.
That kind of wanting is dangerous. It's not how reality works.
Okay, pretty much.
After watching the Odyssey, I can't.
I think he like he just he talks about like media or just thoughtful points, topics in life in general, and like kind of relate it back. Yeah, relate it back to life.
Despite the smiles on these
this-
players' faces, winning the World Cup has to be one of the most underwhelming feelings in the world. You can't just be happy by hitting a goal. That's not how it works. Anyone that's ever worked very hard towards something and finally achieved it knows this to be true. Don't get me wrong, it still feels good for a period of time because you're relieved. You know, there's no longer pressure. You've hit your goal. Fulfillment comes entirely from the journey and not.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Everything in life regresses to the mean, and the mean is your identity. You build your identity by taking so much action that it creates a profound.
Whoa, why is that camera quality so good? Yo, what the hell? Anyway, okay, interesting.
And then you have the insufferable crowd that's like, wow, this dude's LARPing football or soccer, depending on where they're from. And it's like, dude, I literally have not missed a Barcelona game in years. Like, they're like, this, it's his first time ever watching it. It's like, what are you talking about? And why do you believe that? So the entire internet is just becoming insufferable. And because of that, the creators, especially live creators, where they have a chat that's literally live, like it has to like cater towards that. And slowly but surely that influences the entire like content creation zeitgeist. If you're following what I'm saying. And so now, like, once again, these kids, they're going to grow up. And if they consume this type of content, they're going to act that out in real life. You know what I mean? Like, it's also showing that it's okay. When the role models of these young kids start acting crazy and they're disrespecting random people, it just, I don't know. And you know what's funny is like performative seems to be a big buzzword nowadays. There's literally nothing more performative than a lot of what these content creators have to do. They have to like keep up a certain persona. There's a new content creator who I think this guy has a good heart, and once again, no hate to this guy, but his name's J Shock, and he always says like it's Shock O'clock. I think this guy's like a lot of a lot of this stuff is really funny. But if you realize it, it's like immediately when you get known for one thing, you have to stick to that one thing because everybody puts you in a box. And if you don't adhere to that box, I've experienced this myself in content creation, even though obviously I'm not like a big streamer or anything like that. I'm not mainstream, but these content creators live off of fitting in that box and then like optimizing that specific box to its fullest degree. So like every clip I see a J Shock now, it's like he'll shake someone's hand, he'll dap someone up. He has to do the clock thing. And it's like, at what point does that joke run its course? Well, I feel bad for him because it's like he can't really do much else. And like now it's the whole like him with girls thing. But it's like, and it's like eventually that joke will run its course. And I don't like, by the way, once again, no hate to J Shock. Seems like a cool dude. I would love to go out and have a dinner with that guy, you know, like cool guy, no hate. But he's being stuck in this box and he has to like and it's sort of like, oh, he's like a really confident and he's like kind of funny because he's like really just goes after these girls. And that's kind of that was his whole shtick at Streamer University from the clips that I saw. And it's like everybody gets put in this box, and oftentimes the box is full of, okay, the more crazy that I act, even if it's performative, the more that this 10-year-old kid is going to like me. And that 10-year-old kid has access to his mom and dad's credit card, which is paying my bill. So now I have to do this. I don't know. I just think it's becoming dangerous. It's just like sort of changing the minds very subtly of the masses. And I could be wrong, and maybe this video is just me being jealous of the fact that like I'm not a streamer, which is what I wanted to do. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yo, I was muted this whole time. All right, let's redo this. All right, y'all. So I saw this one website created by this guy here, Bitter Builds. Basically, it generates a random topic for you to just yap about for a minute. I'm gonna kind of make this extended though, because you know what I'm saying, it's a YouTube video. And I'm not even gonna pay for it, but honestly, I found it cool because I want a more systematic approach to my videos, and this is a great way to do it. Every day, I could just spin this and make a video out of it. So we're gonna just spin it and see what topic I'm gonna be talking about today. Mirrors. Hey, yo, what am I gonna talk about a mirror, gang? All right, bet. Look, right? Every single day, bro, you wake up, you go to the bathroom, you take a piss, you brush your teeth, you look at yourself in the mirror, bro. You look terrible. The bed head, I low-key got bed head. I woke up like 2 hours ago. The bed head is looking like a mess. Your eyes are like crusty. Everything is just like, damn, you chopped, right? But, you know what I'm saying? You get in the shower, you wash up, you freshen up. You know what I'm saying? You look back at yourself in the mirror, you look way better. You know what I'm saying? And that only happens because you took the right steps to improve how you looked in that mirror. And I think people tend to forget that. Genuinely, I think people tend to forget that you gotta actually apply action in your life to get to a better result that you want. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna wake up and go straight into the mirror and already look dapper. I ain't gonna lie. That's not how it's gonna work. And even the sexiest of dudes like Marlon isn't gonna wake up looking clean as hell, yo. His head, he's gonna have bed head too. So, bro, it takes time, bro. It's a process, no cap. It's a process, and honestly, looking at yourself in the mirror is the best thing to do to really be honest with yourself, because you know they always say, yo, look at yourself in the mirror and really think, is this really what you want to do? Is this really who you want to be? Because you looking at yourself in the mirror is making you realize, yo, I'm not doing enough, or bro, I look terrible. I need to lock in. It really puts you into a introspective state, a retrospective state of mind where you just gotta look within. You gotta look at within your heart, gang, and be like, what am I really doing this for? What am I even doing for real? You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing every day this whole summer. Making videos, having my internship. I've been looking at myself in the mirror and being like, what do I really want to do with my life? Do I really want to be a software engineer? Do I really want to be a consultant? Hell nah, bro. And it's crazy because they're two polar opposite roles. Consultants, you're always talking to people. You're pitching all the time. You're creating slide decks and blah, blah, blah. Software engineering, you're sitting in front of a computer, writing hundreds of lines of code every day. Now you got AI to help you with that, but to a certain extent, you still got to know how to write that code. And it's like, gang, what do I even really want to do? I don't know if there's anything in corporate I'd necessarily want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then we just go into this content creation. What do I want to make in content creation? Do I want to be that funny guy that reacts to clips? Do I want to be that funny guy that makes skits? Do I want to be that real dude that posts relatable content just yapping? What do I want to be? You know, I ask these questions to myself on a daily basis, and that's when I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, what do I want to be even known for? And I think we lose that thought over the course of time because we end up thinking about these materialistic and worldly desires. Oh, I want to be famous. I want to be rich. I want to travel across the world. What about your impact on your people, on your family, on your community? You know what I'm saying? What about using that fame to promote your area so that more people like you can have the same opportunities as you to get to the level of success that you have? I was like, damn, that's crazy to think about. I've realized that over the course of time, I've slowly steered away from like values, and I've just been so focused on growing. I want to make it. Not really understanding why I want to make it. You know what I'm saying? And that all comes back to looking at yourself in the mirror and recentering yourself in your own life and being like, yo, this isn't what I want to do for my life. I got to fix up quick because if I don't, nobody else will do it for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's what you got to do, man. Every day, look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if you're 1% better than you were yesterday. And if not, focus on those pieces in your life that are not making you that 1% better so that the next day you can finally say that you are 1% better. Shoot, man. That was my yap session on mirrors, gang. I don't know how long that was. I think that was like 4 or 5 minutes. That's the YouTube video. All right. I appreciate y'all for watching. And peace to the Middle East, homies. All right, that's the YouTube segment. Oh, man. I also realized I don't have time segments written down. So, like, I don't know where to clip. I'm going to have to watch this all over, bro. No. Gang. I'm going to do it, though. Because that's just who I am. I'm going to get my face out there to as many people as possible. I appreciate you guys for watching, though. The one person in Twitch, I don't know if it's Enko. Enko, you still here? Or somebody else? Because I know I'm not watching myself. I don't have my Twitch account open. So this time, I can finally say, it's safe to say there's one person watching. Hopefully. On YouTube, nobody's watching. But that's fine. To the one person watching me, I hope so. That there's actually a person. But I appreciate you for sticking through. There was one person this whole time. And genuinely, you know, Twitch be tripping because it be saying one whole time it's yourself. But that's weird because I haven't been watching myself. You get what I'm saying? So I'm praying that it's actually a person. But nah, I appreciate y'all for watching the stream, man. In terms of like a schedule, I don't know. I like the idea of having YouTube videos as the stream. So rather than me recording, I'm just recording videos, and I'm gonna post the YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? And then post the clips, and then we repeat. But yeah, bro, that's how we gonna do things. I appreciate y'all for watching, man, and stay tuned for the next stream, y'all. Peace to the Middle East, homies.